Hello my friends, Jacob's here one more time, and thank you for press and play, for spending a little time with me to find out all of the crazy kookiness that's going on right now in the Baltic Sea. You saw the title. Was it Sabotage? That's what is on the tips of the tongues of everybody who's talking right now. Everybody's pointing blame. So here's the deal. There's these pipelines. There's two of them, the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2, which was just recently built. And these pipelines, which deliver all of the gas from Russia to Europe, which is very, very important for Europe to get this gas, so they say, even though right now that there's been a disruption, Germany says they're okay. Because of the invasion, they haven't had much to worry about recently because they've basically put the gas down to a trickle anyway. So it's not really going to affect Germany too much, but it may affect, a lot of people are saying it's going to affect a lot of the countries that seem to be supposedly supporting one side of this horrible, monstrous thing called war that is going on right now. Now, the reason why people are saying that it's sabotage is because for something like this to happen, it's very, very rare. A lot of people are pointing fingers at the Ruskies. That's what they're doing. They're pointing fingers over there. They're saying that it's their way of, kind of using energy and weaponizing energy. But other people are saying not so fast because the gas was already put down to a trickle to begin with. Who could be behind it? Some people on Twitter are speculating, if you will. Some of them have some interesting things to say. President Joe Biden had a very interesting thing to say back in February, where he said if they invade, well, guess what? We're going to shut it all down.
Russia invades. That means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control?
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
Not saying, of course, that they're behind it, that we're behind it. We don't really know. Nobody really knows. A lot of people are saying, well, who stands to profit? But I'll tell you who ends up paying the price. Us, the little guy. While these power players and these people and these puppet masters pulling the strings everywhere, while they're doing all of this stuff, guess who gets hurt? We get hurt. And so when things like this happen, they get stressful, we get worried, we get concerned. People are going to be concerned because winter's coming in the coming months. And this may have a big issue with fuel, as if the prices aren't high enough. Three separate huge leaks. So much so, I guess there were explosions, which is very strange for this to happen. Doesn't really happen at three different locations. And the gas, it's just like bubbling to the surface. They released images of this, and it's just, it's bad for the environment. So obviously, this is all over bad news.
Sabotage on any infrastructure is something that we would condemn. As to further reactions, we will have to see, depending on the exact facts once they are determined.
The destruction of this Nord Stream pipeline happened in one day. Poland's foreign minister came out suggesting that it was provocation on behalf of, all of these things going down right now. It's just such a stressful time for so many people. And this is a big deal. This is the way Russia gets the gas into Europe. It's a big deal. They had a problem here in the States and elsewhere with the fact that Europe was too dependent on Russia. Wasn't too thrilled about Germany going through with this. Because, then everybody becomes dependent on them. And then, if we have a problem with them, where does that leave us? Because we're like, hey, we get our gas. How are we we can't really side with you. We got to make sure that our equipment still works. Gas is fossil fuels kind of still important, even though people want to pretend that it isn't. So this is an undersea pipeline, and these pipelines, there's in big, thick amounts of cement. It's not something that somebody could come over and just, do. This had to be some kind of an operation or some kind of an act of God, like an earthquake, because supposedly these explosions, they triggered, earthquake signals. Very strange, all of this stuff that's going on, but I think that it's important. I think that all of us should be paying attention. Especially since, that lettered agency that is kind of in the shadows, starts with a C, they just came out and said, we warned them. We warned them about what was coming. Cynthia Marcus sent me something, which was just so funny. I opened up this little, I guess, DM or message or whatever, and it said, here's your 60, because I've been talking about the number 60. Aaron Judge with the 60. 60 years, Jupiter's closer to the Earth than it's been. 60 everywhere. That's right. That's strange, right? That's strange. So I'm not saying, once again, not saying they're behind it, but this is something that we need to consider. We should keep our eyes on. So anyway, I just wanted to come out here and tell you all about that. Tell me in the comment section what you think's going on, if you have any more information. But this is something that we need to look at, because look at the crazy things that they're doing. Crazy things that they're doing. It's destroying the planet. It's destroying our livelihoods. Destroying our future. Maybe that's what they want. I hope not. I hope that these people come to their senses. And I don't know. I think it's time for us all to pray. How about you? I love you. Do me a favor. Check the bell. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like, share, and comment, and do all that stuff, and have the best day ever. This is weird, right? This is just weird. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
September 10th. Mars hangs closer to the Earth than it has in 6,000 years. Like the light that led men from the East to a child in a manger, it could well be a sign of good things to come. Thomas James shall be his name. The world will change because of him. In the small town of Bethel, in a time not unlike our own, a child with a great purpose is born. Years later, Alienated by his peers and abused, Thomas suffers a devastating loss. When it appears he has nothing left to live for in the world, this is when his true calling begins. While trying to escape the sinister powers that be, a terrifying vision haunts him. Miraculous events seem to follow the peculiar young man as he struggles to come to terms with what he was born to do. The stage is set. The time is at hand. The truth will rise and a revolution will begin. The startling revelation of who Thomas James is, truly, will change the lives of those around him and set off a chain of events long ago foretold. There is more to this novel than one might think. Inside these pages hides a treasure just waiting to be discovered. So if you've ever wondered if there's more to life, or why it is we suffer, then this story will not only captivate you, it may just open your eyes to a truth that could set you free. Find out what is in us all that makes us heed the calling